So I'm with Howie Hawkins, running for the Green Party for the governor. And how do you feel about legalizing marijuana in New York State?
I think it's a no-brainer. We should do it. I mean, first of all, we should just legalize, tax, and regulate it like they're doing now in Colorado and Washington. I've never run into anybody on the street with marijuana muscles. I have run into people with beer muscles. You know, alcohol is a very dangerous drug, but we regulate it, we make it legal because we know prohibition makes things worse. And we've got tens of thousands of people in prison in New York State, particularly black and Latino young men, who have, been caught with, a small amount of marijuana. And it's ruined their lives, and it's devastated communities where there's been heavy-handed policing. We know that whites and blacks and Latinos use it at about the same rates, but the policing is in these poor communities of color, so it's been racially biased. And then when the defendants get in the criminal justice system, there's not a public defense system to defend them. They have to cop pleas. They end up in the system. They're branded for life. Can't get housing, employment, educational opportunities. And it devastates whole communities. So we're just making the problem worse.
Can I ask you, how do you feel the other candidates responded to the question of marijuana?
The Karen DeWitt of Public Radio asked that they stick to the topic. And I did, and Michael McDermott did, but then Cuomo and Astorino did not. So they just basically said they're against legalizing marijuana, and they moved on to talk about, the racial issue question. And, the other thing I was going to say is I'm glad Michael McDermott brought up industrial hemp, which shows you, that got made illegal because we made marijuana illegal. And it's so irrational because, that's a great source of food, fuel, and fiber. And you'd have to eat a whole barn full of hemp seeds to even get enough THC to get high. But long before you got high, you'd have other problems from eating that many hemp seeds. So, it's just totally irrational. And that's a great crop. It grows well here. It was used by the Native Americans and then the first European settlers. It was a staple crop, foundation for farms because it has so many uses.